We are now 354 days away from the midterms. The government is officially open, and the House picked up right where they left off with the Epstein files. A vote is expected next week on a measure forcing the Department of Justice to release them. And several Republicans are considering defying Trump and voting in favor of making the documents public. Politico reports, quote, the fresh wave of chaos has knocked the administration on its heels. A senior White House official insists that the latest Epstein document release is nothing more than annoying. But for the second day in a row, the president did not take questions after a signing event. Highly unusual for this president. Adding to the pressure on him, a new AP poll shows that only 33% of Americans approve of his handling of the government. That is down from 43% back in March. Even more significant, 68% of Republicans approve of his handling of the government. That number was 81% in March.
Capitol Hill is buzzing with reports that a majority of House Republicans are ready to abandon Donald Trump and vote to release the Jeffrey Epstein files.
If this comes on the floor, I will vote for it. I want transparency.
The Epstein vote's coming to the floor. Are you going to vote for it, this bill?
Yeah,
you are.
I would. Yeah, I'm going to vote for it if it comes up. I'm not on the Judiciary Committee, but I did want Pam Bondi to come and do some explaining. How is it that you had everything teed up and then suddenly there's nothing? You handed out binders to journalists. What was in the binders?
I'm a Florida girl. I have 2 daughters. So I'm thinking. I mean, you know, I'm sure that the president has nothing to fear.
Yeah.
We do need to know. We do need to know everything about Epstein.
And that is a broad cross-section of the Republican conference right there, from some more moderate members like Congresswoman Salazar and Congressman Don Bacon, who represents the swing district, to more conservative members there from Warren Davidson and Eli Crane. And it just shows you the breadth of support that there is right now for this bill.
One GOP lawmaker described it as a jailbreak. Over 100 members expected to support transparency because their constituents are demanding it. These files reportedly include sensitive material involving powerful figures, and lawmakers are bracing for bombshells that could shake anyone who tried to shield Trump.
But specifically, one person is not working, and I want to talk to you about this because Speaker Mike Johnson continues to defend his decision not to swear in Democratic Congresswoman-elect Adelita Grijalva of Arizona following her special election victory nearly a month ago. The Republican speaker was pressed about it once again over the weekend.
When are you going to swear in Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva?
As soon as we get back to legislative session, when Chuck Schumer allows us to turn the lights back on.
Why haven't you done it already?
Because this is the way the institution works. I'm following the Pelosi precedent, by the way, when my dear friend from Louisiana, Julia Letlow, was elected to fill the seat of her deceased husband because of COVID. Nancy Pelosi took 25 days to swear her in. By the way,
are you saying? Let me stop you. Are you saying that Nancy Pelosi refused to swear her in earlier?
No, I'm saying that's my very point. Is this is the normal
my
process.
understanding is that was the date that actually the representative-elect Letlow at the time requested.
No,
she had obviously her. Okay,
here's some more examples. Okay.
No, but wait a minute. You mentioned the Pelosi precedent, but Pelosi didn't delay that.
Let me give you more than Pelosi precedent. Okay.
At the center of the storm is House Speaker MAGA Mike Johnson. Johnson has been blocking the swearing in of Adelita Grijalva, a newly elected Democrat from Arizona who would be the crucial 218th signer on a discharge petition to force a House vote on the files. Johnson claims procedural reasons, citing the government shutdown, but observers see it as a clear delay tactic.
It is 31 days after her election and counting, and still Adelita Grijalva has not been sworn in, despite a new lawsuit filed this week to put pressure on Mike Johnson. The Speaker and the Congresswoman now at odds over what she can and can't do in the meantime.
Rep-elect Grijalva can work for her constituents right now. Constituent services answering the phone. She has computers and 16 employees, and there's no excuse for it.
So in the office, we have several desktops. They have an administrator passcode. I don't have that. Check out this cool stack of laptops. Guess what? I can't unlock them.
Congresswoman-elect Adelita Grijalva joins me now. So, Congresswoman, let's start with, what are you and staff? Do you have staff doing in that office?
Well, literally, I'm in district now, and we're at our headquarters, what used to be our headquarters, now in one room, because we don't have the ability to open up a lease.
Grijalva says the real reason is political. She would tip the balance in favor of transparency, something Trump and his allies want to avoid. In the meantime, she's stuck without access to basic congressional resources. No government email, no phones, no way to fully serve her constituents, which has become a visible example of the gridlock caused by loyalty to Trump over procedure.
Did the president ever spend hours at Jeffrey Epstein's house with a victim?
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep. And this email you refer to with the name of a victim that was unredacted now and has since been reported on in this room, so I will go ahead and say it, Virginia Giuffre. And it was CBS's own reporting, Ouija, that recently wrote that Miss Giuffre maintained, and God rest her soul, that she maintained that there was nothing inappropriate she ever witnessed, that President Trump was always extremely professional and friendly to her. And so I think it's a question worth asking the Democrat Party, and you should all go ask them after this briefing, of why they chose to redact that name of a victim who has already publicly made statements about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and is unfortunately no longer with us.
Trump himself is reportedly panicking. The White House has applied intense pressure on GOP members to resist the vote, framing the files as a Democrat hoax and insisting the story is irrelevant to his presidency. But on Capitol Hill, many Republicans are unconvinced. The four initial co-sponsors of the petition, Thomas Massie, Nancy Mace, Lauren Boebert, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, have already signed on, making it clear that supporting transparency isn't betrayal, it's politics. Pressure is mounting from victims' advocates, constituents, and lawmakers who insist the public deserves to know the truth.
This morning, the House is poised to move forward on a vote that would release files related to the sex trafficking investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. It comes after months of resistance from Republican leaders and the White House. President Trump not responding to ABC's questions about the files during an event last night.
Mr. President, why won't you order the FBI to release the Epstein files?
It comes as thousands of newly released documents were made public by the House Oversight Committee, which includes Trump's name coming up repeatedly in Epstein's messages. In a 2017 email to former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, Epstein writing, quote, "I have met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump, not one decent cell in his body, so yes, dangerous." In a 2018 text to an unidentified person, Epstein writes, quote, "I am the one person who can take him down." Trump and Epstein were friends for more than a decade.
The stakes go far beyond partisan politics. The Epstein files reportedly involve other high-profile figures, Hollywood producers, billionaires, royalty, and government officials. And Trump's long association with Epstein puts him at the center of the controversy. Many on Capitol Hill believe the files could contain evidence directly implicating Trump, creating political risk for any Republican who defended him. This isn't just a story about one president or one speaker. It's about power, accountability, and the difficult choices facing a party divided between loyalty and the public's demand for truth. Every day the delay continues, the pressure grows, and the consequences become harder to ignore. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Adam Carr with Liberal Hub. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button, and what the heck, go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you next time.